What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Wednesday. It is hump day, everybody. Yes, it is. And I'm going to tell you something. It was kind of crazy. I was up here running and running and running and running, trying to get to where I need to get to. Good to see you. I see there's two or three online. I see everybody's coming in. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I see you, Greg Vaughn. What's up, y'all? So listen, let's get this started. You know, I start on time. I like to get there. Listen, welcome to Manifest Thoughts Podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Our starting goals here on this line is to help 500 people to bring their imagination into reality. That means their goals, their dreams, their visions, whatever it is that they have, we're trying to help them and coach them to get there. By the way, if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Donald Francis. It's nice to meet you. And all respect, gratitude, love, and peace. And not only that, if you don't find us here, you'll find us also at It's Life Podcast right there on YouTube and on Facebook. And by the way, we just released a new short skit film called Nothing More to Say. Go right here to It's All You TV right there, only on YouTube. It's only on YouTube. So please go to It's All You TV. Go to YouTube, ITZALLYOU TV, and you'll see Nothing More to Say. And also like and subscribe, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you don't catch us during the week, you'll catch us actually here every Sunday, Channel 49 TV, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's going on, everybody? Y'all heard my voice that I'm kind of like groggy and stuff like that. It's been a week, y'all. It's been a week. It's been a time. It's been a moment, but I'm here. Glad to be here. I meant to be here and be on at exactly 10:25 just to notify people before this moment, because, you know, we always oftentimes say that before time, on time, late. But I see there's some people coming in. I see you on the chat line. I see you all on our email list. What's up, y'all? Over there, we got 3 and 4 monitors for those of you who don't know. But I'm glad to see everybody here. And I know all the classes that we're taking today will be here. We're starting it exactly on time. So please let everybody know to be there. We appreciate it. If you want to be a part of our community, we'll love for you to be a part of Manifest Thoughts podcast community. All you got to do is go to 888 Manifest Thoughts 888 at gmail.com. All right, good to see you. We're coming in from the business line. We're coming in from Twitter. We're coming in from YouTube, which is, well, Twitter, formerly known as X. 2 Facebook pages we're in today, and I'm just glad to see you all today. Today we are talking about a great topic, and I think that everybody, honestly, I need to learn it, and I don't know exactly all what happened. So, okay, here we go. We're talking about purpose. You know, purpose is something that we stand on all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Our purpose. There are people who've been asking me every day, Donald, how do you know about your purpose? How do you know if you are walking into your purpose? What is my purpose? How do I find my purpose? How do I do this? How do I do that? So today we want to talk about purpose. We want to talk about, you know, those particular things. Tiffany Bates on YouTube, good to see you. We want to talk about exactly what purpose is and how do you get a chance to walk into it. In fact, I'm going to be sharing our page, so we'll be getting a lot of our material from there. I'm sorry, I got 2-3 things. Y'all don't know all of what happened behind the scenes, but again, it's a wonderful thing to know this. So listen, let's share our page, and we're talking about purpose today. As a matter of fact, what I want to do is maybe I'll bring it up this way. You know what I'm saying? What is purpose? Purpose is something that is designed by God. That's designed for you to walk in, something that you haven't seen, that become to manifest, you know, itself to you, well, to others through you and through your mind. A lot of people say you can't manifest or you can't design your purpose and or display your purpose in your mind. In other words, like your thoughts can't do anything for you, but your thoughts is an intricate tool, you know, in your life. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Well, number one, I want you to know that without your thoughts, there is no negotiating. Without your thoughts, there is no collecting data and or data. Dave Keown is in the line. Without your thoughts, you cannot organize, you know, anything that you want to write out on to paper, you know. And I oftentimes tell people, listen, whatever you say, you know what I'm saying, becomes what you hear. Whatever you hear becomes what you think becomes what you do becomes your identity. But it all came from what you spoke. You know what I'm saying? And then after you speak, then you receive it in your mind. You feel what I'm saying? And honestly, you get it through your ear first, then it goes to your mind, then it goes to your heart, then it becomes purpose in your life. You get what I'm saying? So again, purpose is something that is deliberate. It is a deliberate term. You know, you have oftentimes say, look, have a good day. My boy Ramel Bill, he oftentimes on his channel say, look, have, you know, a great day on purpose. You know, it's something that is supposed to be a deliberate term. So again, let's take a look at purpose. And I'm gonna tell you something. There are a lot of people who don't walk in their purpose because they don't understand that purpose is something that you design. Purpose is something that you decide. Purpose is something that you want to do. Purpose don't find you. You find your purpose. You get what I'm saying? Can I tell you that? Purpose don't find you. You go after and attack your purpose. You say, listen, this, I know what I'm purposed to do. You go through school, you find out what resonate with you that much more. You know what I'm saying? You go to church, you go to your organization, you go to your workplace, and all of a sudden you find yourself, in the same vein. A lot of times people oftentimes tell me, well, Donald, you're such a people's person. You're such a people's person. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm really not too much of a people's person. People think that I am, but I'm not too much of a people's person because I don't always feel like people all of the time. But that's my point. Your feelings have nothing to do with who you are. Just because you might not feel like something doesn't mean that that's not who you are and where you belong. You got what I'm saying? So let's take a look at this. I want to take a look at your purpose. And I like the way Tiff is saying, your purpose is your passion. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times people oftentimes say, walk into your passion, follow your passion, and then you'll find what your purpose is. A lot of times people are passionate about a lot of things and then they become unpassionate about certain things, but whatever your passion is, that, and what she means is that signature passion that you have that you can't, run away from. You ever have a go-to, when nobody else is around, you're like, this is my go-to. I go to ice cream. I go to cooking. By the way, my boy Dave Kiernan is on the line and speaking about cooking. Him and I, we come up in church and stuff like that. We played instruments and all of that. He is someone who's a very intelligent young man. In my opinion, I believe, very, very smart young man at the same time, and give good insight, give good wisdom, give good intelligent wisdom at the same time too. But I never ever thought that I would ever see him in the capacity and by which he operates today. That dude can cook. I'm serious, man. Like, yo, really, and again, that's why you can never really judge a person, you know what I'm saying? And, you can't, make fun of a person because they start to come from left field and do something that might not be according to their character or something that you might be used to them or not used to them doing. You see what I'm saying? Because you never know what a person does when they're not around you and what they really share. I never knew that my nephew, Avery, is someone, he's a photographer at heart. He's like, yo, Uncle Donald, what's up? One of those cameras. And guess what? I'm going to give him a camera because when I told him to take a picture one day, we were sitting in the cab, he took a picture with his phone. And I guarantee you, look, it looked like it was taken with a professional camera, provided the fact that he didn't do the settings or anything like that. That's not the point. The point is he knew what they call, symmetry, and he understood his composition and all of that. I'm like, I never knew all of that was in him. And he took heart. It take heart. So again, you never know. You never know what a person's purpose is. And that's his inner core. Come on, Tiff. That's his passion, his drive. So let's take a look at something here as we share our page. First of all, your purpose have a lot to do with what we call decisions. You see what I'm saying? I oftentimes tell people, you have to make a decision, action, feeling rather than a feeling, action, decision. You see what I'm saying? And most times when you take a look at decision, I'm going to just share the whole screen with you so you can take a look at this because it's really, really good, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, when you look at decisions, a lot of times people are asking, how do I find my purpose? Well, here's how you do it. First, take a look at your decisions. And I want you to take a look at the left side of your screen before we take a look at the right side of your screen. First of all, I want you to know that if you take a look at the word default, right under decisions on the left side of your screen, and as a matter of fact, hopefully you can see my mouse here, take a look at default. It's 99% of the people on the globe, who walk into a decision by default. They never really walk into anything that is purposed for them. You see what I'm saying? But they walk into a decision by default. In other words, this is where life have landed them. I've gone into a job. I've taken the job, didn't know where the job was going to take me, didn't know who I was going to meet, didn't know who I was going to become cool with, and this, that, and the other. And then all of a sudden, they not like me anymore because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, which is my job, because I found out that there were people on my job who don't do their job. But when I do my job, sort of becomes a mirror effect to those of them who don't do their job. And now 99%, now they don't like me, right? And so now what happens? My boss called me in the office, give me 4 or 5 warnings. All of a sudden, the very next week or two, they're giving you what? Separation papers. We got to part ways. This is it. This is the last. And you didn't do anything except your job. And this is where I'm going to appear on the side of You know what I'm saying? You do anything except your job. Now life lands you by default where you are. Now you're trying to collect the money that you've collected. You're trying to find out how much more you got in your bank account, how much more you got in your savings. Of course, you got your pension, you got your retirement. Obviously, your job is going to buy you out by trying to give you your large lump sum, you know what I'm saying, and tell you this is what this is and bonjour, or bon voyage, whatever the case be, and now by default, you're home and you are a part of the 99% versus the person who walked away from the job because you're walking into another destiny or you're walking into, I don't want to use the word another destiny, but you're walking into your purpose. You see what I'm saying? But there's only 1%, if you look on the right side of your screen, there's only 1%, who walk into making decisions by design. By design. There's certain people who walk into the decision by design. I thought it was kind of cool because not only are you looking at the 99%, I'm saying, that walk into by default, but people make their decisions by design, I'm saying, according, and so again, we'll use that word according in a few seconds, but just want to highlight design for you. You feel what I'm saying? That there are people who are they're making their decisions by design, but it's only 1%. We're not really, unfortunately, a part of the 1%. So a lot of times we're waiting to see what life and where life would take us. I think about that song often. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? You see what I'm saying? And yeah, do you know where you're going to? By design. And that's what we're talking about, by design, not by default. Because here's the deal. One of the things that I've learned, let's go to the next one. See, when life happens, we're gonna come back to that chart. When life happens to us, we can't call it a decision. And that's the default right here, for those of them who are part of the 99% that life landed me here. My mom died. Now, for some reason, I'm not feeling life the way it used to. My decisions are, wherever life takes me because I'm not here. Lost my uncle, or I lost a friend, or I lost a family member, or I lost my job. You see what I'm saying? For some reason, something happened to me. I broke one of my bones. Now I can't really work and function the way I want to, and so now I'm forced by default to have to leave and retire out of my job, although that my check won't be the same. You see what I'm saying? But see, a lot of times, we don't do things by design as a people. And this is the stuff that we have to take a look at by design. How many people plan by saying, listen, you know what? If I rather walk away from a job to pursue my dreams and walk away gracefully, knowing that I did what I had to do, versus wait for something by default to happen for me to now for me to land somewhere in life and now have to pick up from there and say, well, that was my purpose. Here's the deal. Fact that remains, we're going to go back to this after a while. When life happens to us, we can't call it a decision. Watch this. But when life happens because of us, then we can call it a decision. You see what I'm saying? So again, a lot of times, we got people who we're in that 99%. We're in the when life happens to us, and then we try our best to call it a decision, but it's not a decision at all. You know what I'm saying? What do you want to do, right, in life? And what do you desire to do? Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times, the thing that we desire to do in life, we can't do because of circumstances. Donald, I got family. I got kids. I got bills that I got to maintain. I got this I got to maintain, and it's right. Absolutely. And your kids and your job, your kids and your family, they become your priority. Oftentimes we are taught, listen, once you have kids, your life is over. You feel what I'm saying? But can I change the narrative to some degree? Your life is not over because you have kids. Your life have enhanced because you have a family. And now what you do is that you try your best to include your family in the very thing that you believe to be your passion. You believe to be your purpose. Your purpose. You feel what I'm saying? Because the very thing that you find yourself doing, when nobody's around, when nobody know what your life hack is the thing that could be more of your purpose. Some people be knitting. Some people they stitch and they sew. Some people they do music. And nobody knew that they sing the way that they sing. Some people, they rap, and people don't even know, they see you to clean carpets. They see you helping other people in the capacity and by which you work, but never knew that that wasn't your identity, nor was it ever your purpose. You got what I'm saying? So are you in the 99% of the people, which is we're waiting for life or allowing for life to land us into a place where we have to make a decision? You see what I'm saying? Because we can't call it a decision if life made the decision for us. Now, there's some things in life that are inevitable that you can't help, but to happen. Death is something you can't help. Live in situations where you have to move is something you probably can't help. You can do something better, about it more than death and or a rare sickness. Of course, we could all do that. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, to be able to, you know, take all of what and then try to, come up with a particular plan out of your experiences, despite where life have landed you, and then take life by the horn and say, listen, it's going to be because, of me that life happens, that I can call it a decision. When life happens because of you, and I'm gonna tell you something. This segment right here, the because of you segment, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is something that you'll find also in our online course. But the because of you segment is the segment that's much dangerous if you're not strong-willed. You have to have a grit. You have to have a resilient. You have to be very, very predictable, but you have to be consistent in everything that you do. Because when you decide to make decisions for yourself in life, everybody else is going to have an opinion about the thing that you did. Everybody else is going to have an opinion about the decision that you made. Watch this for your life. Watch this. Everybody else is going to be mad at you for the decisions that you made for your life. But meanwhile, it's not hindering anything in their life. All I'm talking about, sis, all I'm talking about, bro, is your purpose, finding your purpose, finding what Tiff said, your passion. You feel what I'm saying? Walker, what's up, boy? Wow, I'm acknowledging in a few seconds, So again, y'all, real quick, before we go further in our chart, I want to bring you to this quick commercial, and we'll be right back. Calling on all New Yorkers. Are you tired of traffic and delays when traveling to LaGuardia Airport? Well, look no further than Blade Helicopter Company. They're here to revolutionize your journey. With Blade, you can skip all the hustles with traditional transportation and arrive to LaGuardia Airport with style. Some of the features you'll come across: time-saving convenience. Blade offer a swift, direct route to LaGuardia Airport, cutting your travel time significantly. Luxury and comfort. Enjoy a luxurious and comfortable helicopter ride with their top-of-the-line aircraft. Safety first. Blade prioritizes your safety with rigorous maintenance and expert pilots. Breathtaking views. Experience stunning views and landscapes as you soar to LaGuardia Airport. Flexible scheduling. Choose a departure time that suits your schedule, and they'll be there to take off. So look, don't waste precious time stuck in traffic. Elevate your travel experience with Blade Helicopter Company and arrive to LaGuardia in just 5 minutes. Book your flight now. Fly with me. Listen, if you're in front of Hudson Yards, you know what I'm saying, that's 11th Avenue. I promise you, you can get right there. And sorry, that's my other one. If you're at 11th Avenue, 11th Avenue, 30th Street, Manhattan, their port is just 2 blocks away. And you can get to JFK Airport, you get to LaGuardia Airport, you get to Newark Airport in just 5 minutes, and it's for a low price of $195. $50 would be taken off of your purchase if you go and you remember your boy, Donald F and F for Francis, and they'll make sure that they take care of you. Let them know, hey, I know Donald. They say, oh, we know Donald too, and they know that we're still promoting, Blade. Blade is a wonderful, wonderful company, and I mean, go have fun. I mean, really, it's a really, really good helicopter, company, and they're very, very safe. On the day of the snow, they're not going any place. The day of anything that's cloud, they're not going any place. They know they got great pilots and stuff like that. I got to big them up because when I went, it was an awesome, awesome, awesome experience. All right. So y'all listen, don't forget, You know what I'm saying? Please go and take a look at Blade. All right. So listen, let's get back to this real quick. And let me see if I can there we go. You feel me? So listen, we have to determine though if we want to be in the 99%. And it's so important that everybody find their purpose, you know. Could anybody put in the description, you know, what you feel that your purpose is? Or no, matter of fact, don't even do that. Just let me know. I know my purpose. I know what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? If you can just, you know, give us a thumbs up and let us know that you know your purpose. You know exactly what you are here and what you're born to do. Now, you could know exactly what you're born to do. You can know what your purpose is, but the question becomes, have you stepped into that particular purpose? And that's the question, you know? And what is the format plan to walk into your very purpose? Because your purpose, can I tell you what your purpose to do? Your purpose will give you the wealth. Your purpose will make you the money. Your purpose will give you the business. Your purpose will give you the marketing. The purpose will give you, you know, all of what it is that you need, all of the exposure. In any capacity, your purpose will land. But here's the deal. You cannot allow for life, you know what I'm saying, to happen to you. You have to allow for life to happen. Let's go back to our chart real quick. And I want to show you this real quick. This is really, really good, y'all. It's really, so listen. So we got the 99% that will make a decision by default. You feel what I'm saying? But then we got the 1%, and it's easy to get into the 1% by taking, you know, your life over. You feel what I'm saying? When you're in the 1%, will help you to understand. Listen, you know, I've taken my life from default to design. That sounds like a word, Tiff. Think I can preach that, Dave? From default to design. Woo! Write that down for me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So look, you know, again, the 1%, you know, it's all about how much you've been upset about the default in your life. You gotta be, you know, really disgusted with the default in your life before you can decide to get to the design. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the 1% says I do certain things on purpose. You feel me? You know, so again, we got that 1%, we got that 99%. So when you are in default, this is what you walk in. You walk into fear. You feel what I'm saying? You know, this is when life happens to you. You know, you walk in fear because of what life does to you. When life have happened to you is the reason why fear is actually created, because life have happened. But see, here's the deal. What we need to do, we need to learn, right? We need to learn. I'm gonna show my face in the corner here. We need to learn how to learn from our faults, learn from our failures, learn from, you know, our defaults, whatever our defaults are. Sit down, write them down. That's the reason why I like the power of planning. Yo, it's so true. The power of planning. Take a look at reevaluate, you know, go back and reflect. What caused me to land there? And how could I prevent myself from landing there again? I promised myself, you know, in seasons past, I'm never going to be broke again. I'm never going to put myself in a position to have to borrow from someone again. You know what I had to do? Some really, really big, deep diving. You see what I'm saying? Deep, deep diving. And I'm going to tell y'all, you know, the cost of being able to be here every single day, the cost of being able to sit in front of you every single day, it is a cost because it's a fight, you know, and you've got to, you know, you have to make money. You know, you have to make money. So I'm grateful to the group that are in our classes, you know, who will pay for the knowledge that we do have. And I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just utilizing this because again, fear will say to you the same thing that faith can say to you. You feel what I'm saying? Fear can say to you the same thing that faith can say to you in another realm. What do I mean by that? Fear is believing something that haven't happened that will happen. And fear is believing something that haven't happened that will happen. But here's how you put it in perspective. When you've walked into fear long enough, and when you failed long enough, and when you made mistakes long enough, right? You'll say to yourself, faith, which is my belief that will determine my decisions, which is the reason why I say this. Faith is something that I believe will happen, right? That haven't happened yet. Fear is something that could happen that may not ever happen. That's how you put that in perspective. And that's what happens when you've gone into the fear factor. I like that TV show, Fear Factor. They got all types of stuff that I'm scared of. I don't like spiders. I don't like roaches. I don't like no insect actually on my face. But they'll put this person, this person's head in a jar with all of those insects because they want to get over the fear. They oftentimes say that if you want to get over fear, you need to face fear. So fear is the equivalent of this. When life happens to us, that A clause, because you can't call it a decision when life happens to you. Wherever life land you, a lot of times people say, "Oh, I'm gonna just wait to see where life land me." Okay, that's cool, because a lot of us are victims of that, of where life landed us. We've learned how to make do or make best out of decisions that life have made for us. How about that? You know what I'm saying? I was going to say have caused us to walk into, but life have made for us those decisions. And we made the best out of it, because depending upon how much you have, depending upon how much you have to work with, you feel what I'm saying, will determine, how much you can do. But it's not about how much you have, it's about how much you can multiply with what you have. You know, what can you do with what can you work with what you already have, and how can you multiply what you have to make more of what you need so that you can walk into this. But when life happened, but when life happened because of us, is when we can call it a decision. I want to make decisions for myself with the help of God. We're not taking anything away from God, but we're talking regular talk here, right? All right. I'm not getting spiritual with you today. But again, I would like to make the decisions for myself so that I can now, you know, um, make a life for myself. Can I tell you something? If you build a chair, let's go back to our chart. If you build a chair, you might have gotten lucky the first time, but if you could build it again, that might be cool. But if you did it the second time the same way you did the first time, chances are you could do it a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time. But we got to get out of that fear factor. Fear, you can't believe something that could happen. And watch this, you can't believe something that could happen that have happened to somebody else, because somebody else's life is not yours, not even your mother's life, not even your father's life is yours. But purpose, let's talk about purpose. And I want y'all to take a look at this real good. I'm gonna have full screen on that, you know. But purpose is when you've made the decisions, that you're making a decision. You have a decision tool, and I'm not trying to light them all up. I'm trying my best to do it here by myself, by itself. When you have when you have a purpose, you have decision tools that come with your purpose. Because number one, we're getting out of the default factor, we're going straight into design, we're coming out of the 99%, walking into that new destiny of the 1%. We're stepping out of fear, because fear, is something that you could either forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or go into the purpose factor. You feel what I'm saying? This is where you find your purpose, because watch this. You made the decision by design. Watch my mouse. You made the decision by design, right? Because your decision was by design, and by design was according to your purpose. So your decisions are by design, and your design is according to your purpose. So everything that you made the decision to do, if you follow that 1%, will take you straight into your purpose. But if we keep rebuttaling and going back and falling out of, can I tell you something? Let me go real quick to, excuse me, y'all. Let me go to, I want to just go to full face real quick. I want you to know something. Living in Red Hook Projects, and I know I'm talking kind of slow today, y'all, but I want y'all to get this. And we're almost done, but I'm going to go to like 2 more ads after all. But listen, Living in Red Hook Projects, was a Canaan state, which is a good time moment. And then it was also an Egypt state, which wasn't so good all the time. And anywhere you go, just about, you can oftentimes say, but that's anywhere, Donald. Now, yeah, but there are different levels to it. And what am I saying about that is that, living in that particular project showed me love. It showed me hate. It showed me you can make it. Showed me you can't make it. And I've been around some people sometimes who are of fault all the time. And so a lot of times people say, Donald, you've always been a positive person. They say that because when they were negative, I oftentimes tried to, even before knowing who God was, I oftentimes always tried to be optimistic and show them optimism by saying, no, but you can do it. You got this. You feel what I'm saying? And here's the deal, but here is my plight. I would share with them stuff that I know that they could do, even if I didn't believe it about myself. And that's the default. Let me go back to this real quick. Let me share this real quick, and that's the default. You know what I'm saying? I would always say something great about other people I wish to have for myself at that particular time. And so the reason why I'm saying this, everybody, is because here's the deal. What you want to know is that sometimes when your mind is so negative, and I know I'm long with, excuse me, when your mind is so negative, even when you're producing good fruit, when you're producing good results, your mind to some degree have the ability to find a way to fail. That's the reason why it's important for us to have a plan. It's important for us to have reminders, put sticky notes on the wall. It's important for us to have pictures and stuff like that about the stuff that we believe about what our purpose is, and what do you believe that your purpose is going to produce for you? You see what I'm saying? That stuff, when you believe that, your purpose is going to produce, it's going to be a productive. See, because here's the deal. When you walk in fear, right? Let's go to the next subject here. You're going down here to what we call everybody's reactive. I'm trying to highlight it without highlighting everything else. Everybody's reactive when you walk into fear. Every time that you're by default, you walk in a reactive life. You're always walking into a reactive life. You're always reactive because here's the deal. And that's the reason why a lot of times people feel that they don't have an identity. Can I talk? Sometimes people don't feel that they have an identity because they're always on the reactive. You feel what I'm saying? Always reacting. Dave, I know I'm off course, but this is important. Always reactive. Because here's the deal. You see other people do it. And see, the thing that we plan to do, everybody, we fail to plan. That's what we fail to do. We fail to plan. And every time that you fail to plan, do you not know that when you plant a seed in the ground, and I'm not preaching to you, when you plant a seed in the ground, you keep watering it. You can't see it the more you water it. But what you can't see underneath the ground is that the shell cracks. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden the vines start to grow out of that particular shell. It's a living creature. You keep watering it. And if you don't water it, guess what? Nature will water itself because it'll rain. And then all of a sudden, it'll dry the ground. Then it'll, lubricate the ground again, and it'll dry the ground again. You know what I'm saying? Again, and then out of all, and then we get some more sunshine to give it the vitamins that it needs. And all of a sudden, something starts to break through the ground. You feel what I'm saying? Now, here's the part about the break through the ground. I wish that I had my picture to show you about the plant. And we're gonna go to a commercial break real quick, but I don't want to break up this monotony. Here's what. So when it start to break through the ground, right? Here's where you are. Here's where we are when we are reactive. We're on ground level, but everything that's been planned have been planned below ground surface. You don't see people who are planning their vision. You don't see people who are planning ideas. You don't see people and what they're doing. All you know is when you go home to eat, you're going to go home and go to sleep. Some people are going home and they're not going to sleep. They're going home to work. They're going to put in the plan. They're going in to maybe get a bite to eat, then go to sleep. They sleep, eat, drink this, and they wake up because they want to continue that plan until that plan is fulfilled, until something break through the ground. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Never ever work and plant seeds and never get breakthrough. We sometimes plant seeds, and I'm not talking at you. Sometimes we have the ability of planting seeds, watering the seeds, water it one time, water it twice. We don't see nothing break through, then we stop watering it. And then nature causes it to happen. And guess what? By default, look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. But if you're at work, don't look. And if you're driving, don't look. But by default now, this is your side, the whole left side. Because now you left the seed to die. You left the seed because it's been 3 weeks and nothing's happened in your business. Nothing's happening with your book. Nothing's happening with the play. Nothing happening with the movie, the views you're not getting, and all this other stuff. Now we're in default, right? And now we become reactive to everything. And so watch this. Now going back to when the plant now breaks through the ground, that's where the plant find us. We're at ground level. But everything that have taken place took place underneath the ground when you couldn't see it. Now, sometimes we become so reactive to the point that we thought that the plant that we saw at the time of seeing it have been planned at the same time that it's seed. Am I making sense to anybody? You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you see other people working, you see other people working toward their businesses and stuff like that, you see them doing it. They didn't do it just at that moment that you noticed. They've been working way before that time. And so sometimes we, as African Americans, and me living in Red Hook, people have the propensity sometimes, and I'll put in their 2 cents and say, yo, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this, you could do that, because they're happy to see you and they don't really know no other way to show their excitement except to share, because we have a lot of people who share their heart. You see what I'm saying? But some people may not understand that the plan is already put into play. And so now that you're getting, what they're saying, and you're like, okay, cool, but you're keeping to your plan. And now when it give birth and it start to really sprout out, it's like, oh, why didn't you tell me? It's like, I was trying to tell you from the beginning that I'm just building my case. Hey, guess what, y'all? I'm in the office now. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be in my other office. Who knows? Right? You know what I'm saying? With my logo everywhere. And my big sis Tiff, I love her. She gave me so much different pointers of the stuff and showed me other people and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way. You feel what I'm saying? And then let me tell you something. You don't have to have a fancy anything in order for you to get started. How about y'all just get started, right? When you get started, the reason I'm saying that, look at my mouse, everybody, if you could. When you get started, you move from being reactive to being proactive. You see what I'm saying? And let's talk about proactive right after this. All right. Right after this, we'll come back and we'll be proactive. Right. Yo, what's up, everybody? This your boy Donald Francis, and welcome to Manifested Thoughts Podcast, where we're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Yo, we're already giving away gifts, and we're only a few subscribers in. The only thing you have to do is go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. One more time, manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. After you do that, you'll type in giveaways and type in one of the topics that we talked about on our platform. And bam, it's over. Just like that. Back to the program. Gonna hit the ground running. Hey, listen, also don't forget our Real Block Film family, who is now a part of America New Network, and you can find them right there on America New Network. You can download the app and look for that wonderful motion picture that they came out with. It's called Love. Please do me a favor. I hope we've been promoting it for a little while now, and please in the comments, can you please, in our community, please let us know, what do you think about the movie, and how blessed were you by the movie, and let me know where you've seen it from, because watch this, you can either see it on America New Network. You know what I'm saying? And please, disclosure, when you take a look at it on American New Network, they have a lot of commercials that would chop in and out. You feel what I'm saying? But you'll still see the full movie there. You feel what I'm saying? But if you want to watch the movie uninterrupted, you can go to YouTube and look up Real Block Pictures. That's where the YouTube page is, and you can look at the entire movie without any interruptions. All right, y'all? All right, so please don't forget going there. Also, don't forget Yolanda Brathwaite, you know what I'm saying, who's having a brunch, Manifestation and Faith mocktail brunch with all these wonderful ladies in the background. That's going to be February 17th. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be right there, 2024 on 12 o'clock, 12 noon, 12 to 5. Please go look her up. You know what I'm saying? If you type her in, look her up, and I promise you'll find out. Don't forget, she have her ebook that's on Amazon, $12.99, y'all. And the stuff that she talk about is from the stage play that she have that came out of this particular book, which is Tales from a Grown Girl. And it's awesome, amazing. Please go check out. I promise y'all, you'll be blessed. All right. I promise you that you'll definitely be blessed. And all right. And so listen, y'all, let's go back to this real quick. So let's go to the proactive. You feel what I'm saying? When you're proactive, this is when you're moving. You're moving into purpose, because this is when you allow for life to happen because of the decisions that you've made. You feel what I'm saying? You're like, I'm doing this because I purpose to do it. And I'm going to tell you, after you purpose to do something, y'all, can I tell you something? You're going to feel like kind of afraid, because you're like, yeah. And everybody else have placed their fear on you. Well, what about this? What about that? They've already pushed all their fear on you. You're like, look, I know I'm going to make it. Meanwhile, you're like, yeah, whatever happened. Oh my God, And that's the reason why, if you are more reactive to what they're doing and you don't believe it, even after all of that, then Go back and check your purpose. Go back and check your purpose, because your purpose and your determination and what you believe will supersede anything anybody say. Now, advice is one thing, but negative, you could turn down the noise, like Tabitha Brown said. You could turn down the noise. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what's inside of you. You know that passion. You know that burning. You know what I'm saying? You know the decisions that you have to make. And here's the other thing too. One of the things about being proactive is aligning your life. You feel what I'm saying? Because when we take a look at, our passion, our purpose is simply aligning your life to the thing that you believe you're to do for the rest of your life. That's going to, watch this, bless others. You feel what I'm saying? So when you make that decision, understand your decisions should not be because of default. It should never be because of default. Life should never land you at a particular place, although life be lifing. So sometimes life will land you where you are. And so you have to allow for your life to become from a default life into a design life. That I'm going to take the bull by the horn and I'm going to take my life back. So many times, so many of us have given so much of our life, and we've allowed for the life that God gave us to bypass us. You see what I'm saying? Like, I helped this person, and without regrets, of course. Don't be mad because you helped the person, but understand you have to also keep track of your own life to say, yo, listen, there's a specific life purpose I have to do. And you don't have to lean on anybody else to do that. I'm gonna tell you what owners do, what entrepreneurs do, what visionaries do, people who have purpose do. They're their own self motivation. Like, they don't need anybody to motivate them to do what it is that they're gonna do. They're gonna get up 5 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna create opposition here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna get backlashes, sometimes from the family, sometimes from friends, sometimes from people, sometimes from life by itself. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna get backlash, but you have to hold yourself. Don't be passionate. Don't be mad. You know what I'm saying? And don't think that everybody's against you because they don't understand where you're going. You know what I'm saying? And what you're doing and what you do. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, listen, just include people. Look, explain to them the best way that you can. Listen, I'm going to tell you exactly how this works. And I'm telling you how I'm aligning my life. And I'm telling you where exactly it is I want to go and what exactly I want to do and what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because my life is important. It's that it doesn't infringe upon other people. Although, watch this, don't get it twisted. You still need people to go where you need to go. You see what I'm saying? You still need people. So don't think that people are acting funny just because you don't see them for a while. Maybe they're getting their life together. And watch this. In the time that you're sitting there waiting for people, newsflash, get your life together. God got something for you. You got life to live. Life want to life with you. Life with life. Come on, y'all. I'm gonna get a shirt called Life with Life. I need it. What is my saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So again, y'all, understand this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? You want to come from making a decision or allowing for decisions to happen for you by way of default, moving in fear because of where life landed you, and you're like, okay, well, where's it gonna take me next? You feel what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Let me ask you this. If you're driving in a car, God forbid ever this happen, and thank God we have two types of brakes. You know what I'm saying? And you're driving, but you're driving at only, let's be safe, 25 miles per hour. And 25 miles per hour is still fast if your brakes go out on you. Thank God that we have what they call emergency brakes, right? But even though you have emergency brakes, before you even think about what are you going to do when the brakes go out? Are you going to say, okay, this car represents my life. Let this car just take me where I need to go. Wherever we land, we're going to crash. But wherever we land, or are you going to go and grab the emergency brake and stop the collision from happening? That's what I mean when I say default. Default is you stopping the collision from happening. And default is before you become into the fear factor. Because if you're fearful, you're just going to cover your eyes and try to brace yourself, for the impact. No, but how about we prevent the impact from happening before it happened, even though you're in the midst of almost impacting? That's when you take your life from default and say, no, by design, I'm out of here. And I don't mean by death. By design, I'm going to stop this car. I'm going to pull the emergency brake. I'm going to call AAA. I'm going to get some assistance, see how we can prevent this from happening again. Or watch this. Because if you walk in fear long enough, you might go get you a whole new car. But that might be good, right? But that might be bad if you can't afford it. But if you do it out of fear, you're going to buy stuff you can't afford. You feel what I'm saying? Go back, go get the brakes checked, go get them together. You know what I'm saying? By design, and say this not going to happen again. Because watch this, a machine cannot operate itself. You operate the machine. I'm only doing that as an illustration. I'm not saying that this is your life. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't kill me, don't fault me. But again, we want to move from a life of being reactive into being proactive. You feel what I'm saying? Because proactive is according to your purpose. I move not when you move. I move when I move. Feel what I'm saying? And for all of us who are in church, we move when God say to move. You feel what I'm saying? And God is not a feeling. You know what I'm saying? He don't work in your feelings. He work in your spirit. That's a whole nother story. Catch me on Sunday. However, you know what I'm saying? Again, proactive is when you say, I'm going to take my life and I'm going to make sure, and I don't mean by jumping, I'm going to make sure that when life happens, it's not going to cause me to say that I haven't made the decision of my life. But because I made the decision over my life, I can call it a decision. Let me ask you a question real quick. Before 2024 have come in, have anybody made plans for their life? Have anybody made plans that I'm going to be a better me? And then how am I going to make a better me? You know, I like the way Hove said. Somebody said that they made Hove. And he says, okay, we'll make another Hove. You feel what I'm saying? There are some things I don't want to make another one of in concerning myself. Twice. I don't want another one of. You know, I want a better one of what I had. You feel what I'm saying? Today I don't have a haircut, and after I leave here, go get me a haircut. I come back and look better. It's a better me. But that's externally. You know what I'm saying? Making a decision, action, feeling starts from inside. It doesn't start from outside. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. When you are purposed, when you're purposed to do something, and when it's on purpose, let me show you something. You know what come with design? And there are bullet points under this that I didn't get a chance to do because I did it too, I waited too long. Patience come with the 1%, but they don't drag their feet. I'm gonna say it again. Patience come with the 1%, but they don't drag their feet. You feel what I'm saying? If you're gonna do something, you want to do it the right way. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I'm trying to pursue this cinematography, and each time I like to say that I'm getting better and better and better every single day. And for me, at heart, before I could even realize it, y'all might say, well, yeah, he's a podcaster. He does his own business and stuff like that. But deep down inside, I'm dealing with cameras. Nobody ever seen that coming. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So at the same time, listen, I want you to do me a favor. You can go to SOU TV. Look for this icon right here. You know what I'm saying? It's called Nothing More to Say. You know what I'm saying? These two wonderful people, Andy David and Tiana Walsh, they starred in it. And it's a beautiful skit. It's a to be continued type of movie. And I think you're going to love it. It's a 4-part series. And I think you're going to really, really love it. And we're doing, the best that we can. And people, I'm blessed by it. But at heart, that's exactly what my passion is. I didn't know if I wanted to do movies and stuff like that, but I know I didn't want to go around videoing other people. You feel what I'm saying? Because again, those edits and stuff like that is crazy. However, at heart, when you're not looking, I'm with my Black Magic camera, my new one too, by the way. The Secret Santa, I wanted to let y'all know that. That's where I am. People are like, yeah, so you could be sidetracked by going, he's a pastor. Yeah, he's a family man. Yeah, he's on podcasting. I'm saying he got a business outside of the podcast, but he used the podcast for his business. And yeah, but I my real passion, you feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna always be a pastor no matter what. That's like my skin color, But being a pastor is not a retirement plan. That's what I want you to. So if you're looking for somebody to look, what I'm saying, to wear a collar with a black shirt all the time and a big doogie chain to say, oh, God bless you all day, no, those garments I've learned you wear internally. That's a whole nother story. But again, this is what I'm saying, people. When you are following your passion, you don't want life to default you, to make the decision for you. You want by design to be a part of that 1%. Last thing, what I'm saying, you don't want to walk in fear. Forget everything and run in fear, or face everything and rise. You will live in fear if you allow for life to land you where it land you. You see what I'm saying? And then decide to just be good with that. No, align your life to where you think your purpose is going to be and make that decision. And by design, every decision that you make, let it have purpose according to the purpose that you're walking into. You feel what I'm saying? And then when you move into purpose, you no longer move into being reactive to anything. Not going to react to the plant that have broken through the ground. Y'all know what we're talking about, right? It's like, oh my God, it broke through the ground. Yeah, but it didn't just start. It started underneath. Anybody who's going to plan anything will plan before time. There are people who plan certain things that happen this year who planned 2 years ago. And then when they have a big impact, now it empowers other people to say, this is what I want to do. And you know what, your mistake that we do, and this is what I've learned coming up in Red Hook. The mistake that we do is that we give ourselves 3 weeks to do the same thing that they planned 2 years to do. Man, you bugging. To sit down. Here we go with by design. Have patience. That's a bullet point under the 1%, but don't drag your feet. Have patience, but don't drag your feet. You feel what I'm saying? And allow for it to be by design. Listen, y'all, I don't want to go over my time, but listen, would you like to advertise your business here, y'all? I'm saying all you got to do is go to manifestingthoughts888@gmail.com. Send your movie information, send your book information, you know what I'm saying? Send your business information, send your barbershop information, y'all. Send your beauty salon. You have a nail salon? Send that information too. We want to be a part of your life and help advertise your business right here on Manifest Thoughts Podcast, you know what I'm saying, where we are trying to help other people bring their dreams into fruition. So listen, y'all, do that. You feel what I'm saying? Don't forget, listen, and I want you to know that today is our pop-up prize moment. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to be picking our pop-up prize winner tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? And I want to thank individuals who called me and said, I want to donate prizes that you can give out as well. And so I want to say much gratitude to you. They said remain nameless right now. You know what I'm saying? So they give me the permission to say who they are. But thank you for sponsoring the prizes here. You see what I'm saying? So listen, let me ask you a question, everybody. What's your purpose? What's your passion? Because you'll never ever walk into your passion and your purpose, allowing for life to land you places. Some people get lucky, and yes, Christ can land us for those of you who are believers, but I'm talking to regular people here. I'm talking to people who are straight practical. Listen, but what am I going to do? Well, first of all, you do need a higher calling. You need somebody you believe in. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody, I don't care if you're an atheist, you believe in something. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because if you didn't, if you didn't believe in nothing, then you wouldn't have the faith, you wouldn't have the belief, you wouldn't have the strength to conjure up, to do what it is that you are trying to bring into fruition. Every single day, rather, not everybody, you are manifesting something. You see what I'm saying? Every single day, you are going and you're putting something into action to bring something into fruition. And it's more than going to work, making money, get the money, pay bills, pay for something else, and then voila. No, it's more than that. More than that, champ. More than that, champ. You feel what I'm saying? Just understand this season, this year, you say make sure that your life is by design so that you can be on purpose, and everything that you do now will become proactive. And let me make, everything that you do will become not reactive. Just because you see somebody else do something and they're doing it, hey, be patient. Don't forget the seed that you've just planted. Keep watering that. And when you break through the ground, everybody's going to see your time. Everybody's going to see you. Everybody's going to see your moment. Just keep working, keep planting the seeds, be on purpose, be by design, and be proactive. Am I saying something to anybody today? And I hope that this content was helpful to you today. Let me just give you a quick shout out. Let me see who's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? All about our family on YouTube. And I'm telling you, Tiff, good to see you. Dave Q. Dave Q's my dude, man. I really love that dude, man. Yeah, I think y'all know that by now. And ain't nothing funny about us. You feel me? That's my real brother. You feel what I'm saying? And because people crazy today. Deb, good to see you. Deb Miller is on, saying she did a whole paragraph I can't even see, but I will acknowledge it by tomorrow. Absolutely. Dave said, let us know, please. Like and subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, please, like and subscribe. I'm not too sure if you're talking about. All right, thanks. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, I just want to say I want to acknowledge all of you. My baby brother, Waka, is on the line. What's up, boy? I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so happy to see you. Vaughn, Greg Vaughn, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Is that Augustine? My daughter's on the line. Yeah, my daughter in Christ. Gabby, what's going on? Michael Carter, Alabama's in the house, everybody. Hey, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Janelle, good to see you. Michael Fuentes, good to see you. Dave Kiona is over here at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Jones, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Nicole Harris, good to see you. Wow, John Arrington on the line, y'all. Hey, that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Henry Watkins on the line. You know what I'm saying? Good to see everybody. I can't see all of you who are on the business line because it's about, I see it's an amount that's on my regular line here, and on the business line is more of you. You know what I'm saying? Good to see everybody that's in our email chat. Good to see you all. Appreciate all of you today, and I'm glad I just want to acknowledge you. Listen, y'all, please don't forget. You know what I'm saying, that tomorrow we're going to be doing our pop-ups. And let me tell you, can you do me a favor? I'm not gonna ask y'all this no more. I promise. I'm not gonna. This is my last time asking all of y'all. Can y'all go right there to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com and just share with us, your point of view about our platform. Let us know what we can do to improve. Let us know the value that we give. Let us know if we're saying anything or we're doing anything right. Let us know how we've impacted your life. And I say we because I have more than one person that's behind us on this team. You see what I'm saying? And please let us know. Let us know. It's very much important. Please don't forget our Real Block family. Don't forget our Yolanda Brathwaite. And if you have something that you want to promote, don't forget to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Don't forget to send it to us. I want to be a part of your life, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And please, y'all. And by the way, want to let y'all know that if anybody know how to get your YouTube like how to sign back in if you forgot your email, you'll say, I got to call my boy Steve. Let me know. I'm trying to get back in one of my YouTube pages. All right. But yeah, y'all, listen, I appreciate all of y'all. My boy Mike Carter, haven't seen you in a Mike. Yeah, from where is he? Is he here? Did he leave? Did you bounce on me, Mike? Okay, Mike Carter, good to see you, man. I hope that you've been doing good. Much prosperity to you, brother. To all of y'all Alabama's in the house, I'm happy about that. Listen, please meet me tomorrow. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop the music. I won't be on tomorrow morning. I have to go and take care of something very, very important. It's very, very good news. According to our channel, I'm doing everything in my might not to spill these beans. All right. So please, y'all, just keep your brother in prayer. I'll be on tomorrow afternoon. I'll be on at about 4 p.m. Look for the notification. It's only for tomorrow. We normally come on at 10:30 every morning. That's what we want to do. Stay consistent. But please do me a favor. Just let people know we will not be on tomorrow at 10:30. We'll be on at 4 p.m. if you can meet me there. I appreciate that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we have a good show, a platform for you tomorrow. Love each and every one of y'all. Listen, y'all, we be trying to get out on time. You feel what I'm saying? And do me a favor. Let me know how this platform have impacted you. Was it helpful to you? Did I give you good tools for you to be able to understand your purpose, and that your purpose is by design? Your purpose is an on purpose type thing. A lot of times we try to wait for purpose to happen for us. You feel what I'm saying? But don't wait for purpose to happen. Make purpose happen. Write your life down and say, listen, these are the pros and cons. This is what I can do. This is what I can't do. This is what I will do. Make a to-do list. Make a to-done list. Put that thing into action and make it work. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, y'all, I hope that this has been helpful. Good to see all of y'all. I love y'all so very, very much. Thank y'all for supporting this channel. Thank y'all for supporting your brother and believing in your brother. All right, y'all? And I'm not Kirk Franklin, but this your cousin. This your boy. This your brother who's about to go get a nice haircut in a few seconds. Love each and every one of y'all. And I can't wait to see y'all on tomorrow. 4 o'clock. All right? 4 o'clock. Be on tomorrow, y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all 1 minute. And I'm gonna count down my way out. Like that. Peace.